In this video, we will learn about the personal hygiene and personal habit requirements for the food handlers to ensure hygienic preparation of the food products. All the food handlers shall maintain high degree of personal hygiene while handling food. They shall wear work clothing, protective clothing and footwear that is fit for the purpose, clean and in good condition, such as free from tears, rips or fraying material. Workwear clothing shall provide adequate coverage to ensure that hair, beard, perspiration, body discharges, etc. cannot contaminate the food product. As a good practice, it should be free from buttons or outside pockets above waist level. Zips or press stud fastenings are acceptable. They should be laundered to standards and at intervals suitable for the intended use of the garments. Where change in workwear is not required, care shall be taken to ensure that the food handler is wearing clean clothes. Apron over personal clothing is preferred. Protective clothing mandated for the food production areas shall not be used for any other purpose. Protective clothing includes hairnet, mustache net, glasses, earplugs, gloves, aprons, and footwear. The aprons and dresses of food handlers shall be kept in an ozonized cabinet or UV-induced cabinets when handling sensitive products like pies, cakes, etc. Where gloves are used for product contact, they shall be clean and in good condition. Working without gloves can be done provided there are necessary controls on periodic usage of disinfectants at work section and nature of the product being handled. Hair shall be kept neatly tied and fingernails shall be kept trimmed. The food handlers shall prohibit the use of nail polish, false nails, and false eyelashes, and carrying of writing implements behind the ears. No strong perfume or lotion should be applied. Shoes worn outside food handling area shall not be allowed inside the food handling area. Shoes for use in processing areas shall be fully enclosed and made from non-absorbent materials. Personal shoes shall be either changed or covered using foot covers. Head cover should be worn first and footwear worn last, which is then followed by sanitization. All personnel entering the food handling area shall wash their hands with soap and potable water, followed by drying and sanitization if required. Hand washing notices should be posted in appropriate areas. Hands shall also be washed after handling non-food chemicals, handling incompatible food products such as raw versus cooked food, or contaminated material, after refreshment rooms, after coughing or sneezing, or blowing their nose, after using toilet facilities, after using cell phones, after smoking, etc. As a good practice, cell phones should be used as minimum as possible, especially in high-risk areas, as they are also a source of contamination. Food handlers should not handle soiled currency notes and cards to avoid contamination. Food handlers shall pass through an air curtain to remove any lint or hair while leaving the changing room. The food handlers shall exhibit a high degree of personal behavior while handling food products. Food handlers shall avoid behaviors such as smoking, chewing, eating, unprotected sneezing or coughing, spitting, etc., as it could result in contamination of food products. Food handlers shall also avoid certain hand habits such as scratching nose, running fingers through hair, rubbing eyes, ears, and mouth, scratching beard or part of the body. When unavoidable, hands shall be effectively washed before resuming work after such actions. Personal effects such as jewelry, watch, pins, or other items should not be worn or brought into food handling areas as they pose threat to the safety and suitability of food. Food contact tool and equipment shall not be kept in personal lockers. Processing equipment such as refrigerators and freezers should not be used for personal storage such as storing lunches or cooling water. Special emphasis shall be given on the trainings on personal hygiene and personal behavior to the food handlers, as it is necessary to constantly improvise their behavior towards food safety. As far as possible, visitors should be discouraged in food handling areas. If visitors, including maintenance personnel, are allowed, they shall wear appropriate protective clothing, footwear, and adhere to all the personal hygiene requirements and maintain personal behavior while entering the food handling areas. Thus, the main points in this video are: all the food handlers shall maintain high degree of personal hygiene while handling food, such as wearing clean clothes, wearing protective equipment, footwear, hand washing, no personal jewelry, etc. Food handlers shall discourage personal behaviors such as smoking, chewing, eating, unprotected sneezing or coughing, spitting, etc., which could result in food contamination. Certain hand habits such as scratching nose, running fingers through hair, rubbing eyes, ears and mouth, scratching beard or part of the body, etc., shall be avoided by food handlers. Visitors shall also adhere to all the personal hygiene requirements while entering the food handling area.